Hi, my name is Pritam and I am from a company called Darkstar Occult and Paranormal. So you are watching our channel, and as you guys always knew, like we provide paranormal investigation and stuff. But in our company name there is always Darkstar Occult and Paranormal. So beside paranormal investigation, we do a lot of occult things, and we do it like privately. We don't do it publicly. We don't announce it much, but I have seen, like we have seen right now for quite some time, many people are asking for different kind of stuffs, different kind of occult stuffs, and they are doing some things. They are doing many occult things, many dark things and light things also, and which is causing them harm. Then people come to here and ask us to do some kind of solution, some kind of cleansing and stuff. So we have decided to go public, and like for people like you, we have decided to do some kind of occult stuff and to teach you guys how to do something occult. So that is why this episode is here. So today's episode we are going to do some kind of summoning spirit spell, and then we're going to bind the spirit inside a doll. It can be paper doll, it can be clay doll, it can be wax doll, anything like that. So before we go into the ritual, I have some announcement to do, like for the safety and securing the place. So if you decide to do this ritual, just keep in mind that this is a very not very dangerous ritual. It is a lesser ritual, but still it can be dangerous if you are doing it wrong, or if you are doing in a such place like the place is very dangerous. So please keep in mind that, please take some safety measures. For example, you will need to have something iron, like it can be some iron ring, it can be some iron chain, and make sure that is iron, that is not steel or something like that. It make sure it is a cast iron, because the cast iron will keep the entities, the spirits away, the lesser entities away from you, so they will not be able to possess you mentally or spiritually. So please keep something iron, like it can be like nail, the iron nail, it can be iron nail if you don't find any ring or chain. But I will prefer like something like iron, cast iron ring or cast iron chain. So yeah, there's that. Also use like some kind of sage and rosemary if possible, because you don't find that normally in your local shop. You can find that in Amazon or something like that. So keep some sage and rosemary beside you. If anything goes wrong, that can help. Okay, let's start the ritual. So first of all, you will need a paper doll or any kind of doll, but you should make it yourself. Don't buy it from any shop. And the serious thing is, don't buy any paper doll or any object from any occult shop, because you don't know why they are making that thing. That can be very dangerous. Like many people came to me and said, I bought this thing from this occult store, which store, and this thing is not what it seemed to be. So don't buy it from any occult store. Just try to make it yourself, because when you make the things you are doing the ritual with, it will be more promising. The binding and the connection will be more better. So please try to make it yourself. So I will just show you. You can do like a paper doll like this. So it is a normal paper doll, you just make it black or red, you cut out from a paper. So this is a simple paper doll, you can use it for this ritual. Or if you want to be artistic, if you want to like do something crazy with your art talent, then of course what you can do is this. It is my beautiful paper doll. Not, it is not a paper doll, it is a wax doll. So I made it by myself. I also made the paper doll by myself, but it takes time to make this kind of doll. Yeah, but if you do it, then you can summon like not lesser spirit, but something more powerful spirit inside it, because a paper doll can only contain some kind of spirit, some lesser spirits, right? So if you're doing something like not just lesser spirit, it can also like, if it is a paper doll, you can keep a spirit inside it for maybe 2 or 3 days, maximum 7 days. But if you use this kind of doll, a larger doll, or more like the material is wax or something like that, then you can keep a larger spirit for a long time. Like you can keep a spirit inside it for 30 days maximum. So yeah, don't try to like keep the spirit inside it for more than 30 days, and don't try to keep any spirit inside it more than 3 days, because then it will be very dangerous for you. Okay, so where should I keep it? I should keep it away from the fire, of course. Okay, let's keep it here for now. Okay, also, just when you start the ritual beforehand, you can take a journal like this and you can write down the spells. Don't use mobile while doing some this kind of ritual, because the entities can interfere with your electronic device and the mobile may malfunction, and if you have a mobile and you are reading spells from it, then it can be dangerous. If the mobile gets switched off or destroyed, then it is dangerous. Okay, so also when you are doing the ritual, have a clear mind. Don't be scared of anything. There is no place for fear while doing a ritual, because if you are afraid, the entities will sense your fear, and there will be many dangerous entities behind you, beside you, everywhere. Like, it will be not just single entities, so there will be a lot of entities. Okay, also, the most important thing, yeah, I am telling it most important, everything is most important. Okay, don't ignore anything and watch the video like from start to the finish, because yeah, every detail matters, right? So don't leave the ritual unfinished. Okay, many people does that. Many people, I have seen so many, like, many people online also, while doing the teaching, they just go away. Like, there is a bell ring, or there's a pizza guy, or there is a delivery. Don't leave your place. Okay, so don't leave the ritual unfinished, and don't just go inside the ritual and come there. So yeah, don't do that. It is very dangerous. Okay, so the things you will need is some candles, because you should switch off all the lights. If the candle is black, then it is good. You can use scented candles. Okay, doesn't matter. You should not use white candles, because you are calling upon dark entities. So just keep it black, red, or anything, any scented candles. Okay, black and red is the most like viable colors for this kind of ritual. So you should keep some candles. um, it can be 4 or 5 or 3. Just don't take one candle, because if it goes out, then it's dark and it's dangerous, because you can't see. Also, you will need some chalk or salts, preferably the rock salt or the pink Himalayan salt. You can take that. First of all, you need to create a large circle, and you need to always stay inside that circle. I mean, the salt circle. Okay, you should create a circle using salt, and it should be large enough so that you can be inside it. And the circle should be like thick, not thin, because if there is some air, it can, like, the circle can be destroyed. And if the circle is destroyed, the entities can reach you. And as long as you are inside the circle, the entities cannot touch you, the entities cannot reach you, the entities cannot possess you. Okay, so always be inside the circle. Don't leave from within the circle. The next thing is optional. Like, you can keep some kind of crystals, especially obsidian or maybe lapis lazuli. I prefer lapis lazuli because it is anti-possession crystal. I have used it so many times while doing some kind of exorcism or something like that. So use lapis lazuli or obsidian, black obsidian, if it is viable for you. Okay, because they are costly. So if you don't have that much money, if you don't want to spend the money, you don't need to. Okay, these are optional. Okay, I will say again, approach the ritual with clear intention and respect, because binding a spirit, any spirit, is very dangerous. Okay, it can be dangerous. Most of the time it is not, but if anything goes wrong, it can be dangerous. So just have respect for the spirit, because we are we are not prisoning anything, we are not capturing any spirit. We are doing it mutual respect, out of mutual respect, because you are giving it something in return, and it is doing your bidding in return. So have a clear vision, like what is your purpose and why you want to do the ritual. Don't do it like out of curiosity or just for taste, just for fun. It is not a game. Okay, so there is that. Okay, so before going into the ritual, you should take some deep breaths, not one, multiple. You can meditate, not just closing your eyes and thinking about something outer. No, you can just concentrate on your mind on something, like just gather up your mana, magical energy around you, feel the universe around you. Okay, feel the darkness inside you, and ignore all the negativity. There is no place for negativity, even if it's dark magic. Negative and dark is not like similar. Okay, dark is dark, it is good, it is not bad. And negative, it can be good in some way, but I mean, there is no intention for like fear, anger, or any other negative emotions. So you should always have some clear goal, clear vision. Okay, let's start the ritual from there. So you are now inside the circle, and now what you have to do is you have to draw a pentacle. Okay, I will share some image of the pentacle. Like the point head should be upwards, there it should not be in reverse. Like when it is a pentacle, there is like, it is like this, right? It is like this, so it should be like this, not like this. Okay, because that is different meaning, that is something demonic, so you don't want to do that. I will share some more image. It should be like this way. So we have created the pentacle, preferably using the salt, or you can use chalk, but I prefer salt because it is more powerful and it is much more easier to bind using salt rather than chalk. Now you should wear some kind of protective amulets, or you can use some runes. I will make separate video using runes for the ritual, so I will not go into the runes, but you can use some kind of protective ritual. Yes, you have the iron ring or iron chain or iron whatever cast iron thing, and you can use some kind of amulet. I use normally this amulet, so it has no connection with the Jesus or Christian. I made this powerful because I like the design, so it is just for aesthetic design. The design is for aesthetic, but it is my amulet. It is so much powerful. It is powered like using the black magic and the chaos magic. So you can make something, or you can like buy from our store. Of course, I will personally prepare any amulet for you. If you want that, you can do that. So yeah, that is, I will explain everything later in the video. So you have to wear some kind of amulet, okay, because for your protection, of course. And you should do it alone, but if there is some other person, so they should also wear the amulet. Throughout the ritual, you should talk to the spirit, to the entity, in a calm and very like gentle manner. Don't shout, or don't try to show your authority over it. Yes, you have authority over it because you are binding it, but don't overdo it. Okay, don't shout, don't try to like make it as a slave, because it is not a slave. It is no one's slave. It is not, it definitely not your slave. Okay, so don't treat it that way. So now you have to take the paper doll in your hand, and you should write down its name if it is known, or something symbolic, like something you want to call the spirit. You can write its name, or you can make up with any name, like come up with any name, and you should write it, uh, especially on the head or maybe on the chest. Do not use the legs and arms for writing the name. Okay, so now you have to do, what you have to do is you have to use some of your hair, or maybe some nail clipping. Preferably it is more dangerous if you use it this way, but I will still say like you can use blood, because blood is of course the most powerful binding tool in your disposal. So don't use like overdo it, like too much blood. It is 1 drop of blood is enough for this ritual, because it is a, I'm telling you like 1,000 times, it is a lesser binding ritual, like lesser spirit summoning and binding ritual. It is not a greater spirit summoning and binding ritual. The purpose is like do something very common, like something not heavily depending upon the spiritual energy of yourself or the spirit. It has to do something with like your regular daily job, like that. So it is a lesser ritual. So you can use blood, but I don't recommend it for this ritual. You should use your hair and or your nail clip. That should be enough. Okay, so you write down the name of the entity or whatever you want to call it, and you add your like hair or nail, and then you just put it, like you put the doll over the pentagram. Over the pentagram you put the doll, then you put your hair or maybe nail clip, and then say the following spell. Okay, so I am keeping the doll's hair. Just think about like there is a pentagram, sorry, it is not pentagram, it is pentagram. Yeah. And I'm going to say the spell. So I'm not very good at memorizing things, so I keep my journal with me always, and because if I do some kind of mistake, then the whole ritual is messed up. So don't try to be like hero and memorize everything. You don't need to. Don't make it complex. Okay, it is for like easier of life's work, right? So don't make it complex. Okay, and you do not close your eyes while doing the spell, because you are reading it, right? So if you mistake it, then there's the same thing. So just take some deep breath and start the spell. Spirits of the dark, spirits of the night, hear my call, emerge to sight. From shadows deep and realms unseen, I summon thee beyond the veil between. With words of power, with mind aligned, come forth from places undefined. By the sacred bond and the ancient rite, appear before me in this night. Bound by circle, earth and flame, I speak the truth, I call the name. Obey my voice, reveal the form, through whispered breeze or through thunderstorm. This is the first spell to summon the spirit. Once you do the spell, you will, like, I am feeling it. The temperature, though the AC is going on, but still I am feeling the temperature dropping suddenly. It happened because I am getting goosebumps. Yes, you will feel there is some entities or maybe multiple entity or single entity near you. You will feel it. Okay, you will feel it. Yeah, I am feeling it because the temperature is going down. Yes, but because the AC is not moving, but still I can feel the temperature is going down. So the spirit is here, guys. The spirit is here. I think you guys can also feel that. Okay, so the first summoning is done. Just take some time, because when you summon a spirit, just try to communicate with it. Just try to confirm that it is here. Okay, but you will feel it. I know you will feel it. Okay, so the first summoning spell is done. Now what you have to do is you have to call the spirit into the doll, right? So for that you have to use the second spell. So the second spell goes as follows. Spirit of the unseen, heed my call. Bind to this vessel, neither rise nor fall. By ink, by blood, by circle of light, enter this form, stay bound to my sight. So you should tell this, you should speak this, invoke this spell 3 times. Okay, so I am going to invoke this spell 2 times more. So, Spirit of the unseen, heed my call. Bind to this vessel, neither rise nor fall. By ink, by blood, by circle of light, enter this form, stay bound to my sight. Spirit of the unseen, heed my call. Bind to this vessel, neither rise nor fall. By ink, by blood, by circle of light, enter this form, stay bound to my sight. You will feel some energy, some dark energy, very dark energy like smoke coming inside this doll. You will feel it. You will feel the atmosphere change. You will feel everything, every bit of it. You will feel the presence of entities. You will feel the presence of its power. So yeah, right now you don't have much time. The spirit is inside the doll. You have to bind it. You have to seal it inside the doll. Okay? You don't have much time. You maximum have 5 minutes maximum. So don't overdo it. Okay? So now I'm speaking the final spell for binding the spirit to this doll. Bound by my will, by my magic confined, in this form you are sealed and aligned. Until I release, here you shall stay, in silence, in shadow, by night and by day. You should speak this spell 2 more times. Bound by my will, by my magic confined, in this form you are sealed and aligned. Until I release, here you shall stay, in silence, in shadow, by night and by day. Bound by my will, by magic confined, in this form you are sealed and aligned. Until I release, here you shall stay, in silence, in shadow, by night and by day. Every spell is done. Now what you have to do is you have to make it very quick. You have to feel it. You have to feel the presence of the entity inside the doll. You can take it on your hand. Just don't break it, because if you break it, then the spirit is out and it will definitely try to harm you. Okay? Now, to make the binding more powerful, what you can do is you take some salt, white salt, pink salt, rock salt, whatever. You sprinkle on this. Okay? You sprinkle the salt, because they cannot come out of the salt binding. Okay? Sprinkle some salt and you feel it. You feel the presence of the doll. Okay. So once the ritual is done, you should take the doll with respect in your hand. I'm taking both dolls, and you should have some kind of like cardboard box, small box, and you should put the entity in the doll inside it with respect. Of course, with respect. don't tear or don't break anything. Okay, you should not touch the doll. You just keep that inside a box and you keep the box hidden. Okay, you don't let anyone touch the doll. Okay, just keep the box hidden. And as I told, for the small paper doll, the entity can stay inside the doll for 3 days max, and for large doll like wax doll, and you can keep the entity for maximum of 30 days. So now I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do with the like entity captured in the doll. You can do whatever you want, just don't harm any living thing. Okay, it can be human, it can be animal. Don't try to harm anyone, because yeah, karma. Even witches believe in karma, and even gods, they also believe in karma. So don't try to harm for no reason. Yes, you can like do it for self-preservation or maybe self-defense, but I don't recommend it. Okay, you should use this ritual only for daily work, like maybe some kind of you are facing problem in life, like some problems you want some solution. So you can use this ritual to call upon a spirit and ask his or her help. And you should always talk to the spirit with respect. Now I'm not going to take much of your time, because I know you all are eager to do the ritual. So before closing the ritual, you should burn some sage, burn some incense, okay, to cleanse the area you have done the summoning the ritual. Okay, and just after the ritual is done, take some rest, because this ritual is heavily, it will heavily drain your stamina, your magicka, your sanity. Okay, so just take some rest. You can sleep. Okay, you can sleep, but be fresh. Like you can take a salt bath, so you cleanse all your dark energy, all your negative pressure built up inside you. Okay, so this was the whole ritual, and I think you guys will be serious about this ritual. Don't just play with any entities. I'm trusting you guys. That is why I'm showing this kind of occult dark black ritual publicly, and I will show many more rituals, many more ways. I will talk about many occult things. So thank you everyone. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram. And if you want any, yeah, as I told, if you want any kind of personalized amulets, maybe runes, maybe amulets, maybe cross or whatever, you can contact on our Instagram asking for different types of amulet. We only use dark magic to recharge the amulets and to make the amulets. So yeah, don't prefer any light, so we will not do any kind of angelic things. Maybe we can, I don't know, I'm not sure, depending upon our like your needs or necessity. Yeah, you can reach us on our Instagram. Okay, there is also our WhatsApp number. I will write it somewhere in the screen. You can WhatsApp us. I will also write the calling number, the phone number. You can call us on the phone number. So don't call us on the WhatsApp number. Also don't WhatsApp us on the phone number. Many people do that, I don't know why. Many people do that, and they are here for us learning rituals. Okay, be serious, take responsibility about the things you are doing. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you everyone for giving your time for learning this ritual, and yeah, stay safe.